Ah, yes, another epic battle between two teams of mighty warriors. Another tale of everything being put on the line, much like Ragnarok. But what happens behind the scenes? Are these tales really what they are made out to be? Was it really a battle for the ages, or just another hoax to gain attention, glory, and money? The gods will never allow us to know. Until now. In 2023, all will be revealed at the dinner with the god of war. Gods are not gods without anyone to worship them. Dinner with the god of war, a fan film from a bunch of nobodies.
What's going on, KP? How you doing, brothers? Finally, you come and meet you.
I know. I gotta.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You are live with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Drew Nicholas, for this, and we got the legend guy right by the side of us. Let's introduce him for the very first time.
Jarrell Pyro Johnson, I'm here for the first time. Woo!
Yeah! We're going crazy, bro. We're going crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a special guest behind the stage, and yeah, his name's on my wall. We all know who he is, but he's wicked. He's actually really hilarious. And while we're sitting in the backstage, the dude is amazing and talented guy. Is literally a pro at what he does. Another great actor, as we should say. Actor, is that correct, Jared? Is that how we pronounce it?
Actor. Pinky's out. Actor.
Oh, okay. Actor.
Yes.
Well, before that shows.
Okay, $5 million.
$5 million. Yeah, let's not go Austin Powers mad and crazy now, okay? Come on, guys, let's do a big wide share, worldwide share. Let's go. Let's tell the people the story about this lovely guy coming on. I can never get his last name right because I think it's my pronunciation. And I had a backwards day. ADHD day is backwards day today for the Monday. So, and I don't want to make everyone laugh or giggle at me today. Nah, I'm only joking. I can't pronounce his last name. Be honest.
Can we say SC, but not Santa Claus?
Well, we can't name him Scott. We cannot name him Scott Calvin, okay? Because he will literally kick our butts.
Yeah,
so,
Steven.
If it was Scott Calvin,
I think it's like Ciceron. Well, we can ask him when he comes in, but
yeah, I think we could.
I want to say Ciceron. Ciceron.
Yeah, Ciceron.
Sorry.
Nah, I'm not getting anything with that roll, bro. I just got tasty sausage roll in my gob now. So thank you very much. It's making me want sausage rolls all the time now. For God's sake. That man, I tell you, he's a troublemaker by the same way. Wait, what am I playing? He's a troublemaker. I tell you, he never behaves himself, guys. How you doing, guys? Let's shout out. Marine. Oh, okay. What is going on with my speech today, bud?
Marilyn Leach.
What's going on, Marilyn? How you doing, sweet? The family's great. And this is our new family member coming in as well. This guy is waiting in the background. I'm
Hi,
literally
Marilyn.
wind him up a little bit.
Marilyn.
So if you guys don't know who this guy is in the background, but yeah, you know, it's kind of familiar, the God of War show. He's about to come on the show, so he's getting ready. But this guy is the God of War. He's making a film called The God of War.
Yeah.
You know what the God of War is? You guys seen it probably at the beginning. God of War will be coming out very soon. We support God of War, and we're going to be advertising it everywhere. But you also will know him from Black Panther. But this other guy, we're not going to talk about Jarrell. Oh wait, Jarrell.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about you. No.
No, we can't. No, not today.
Nah, not
I don't
today.
wanna
This
be
is not
talking
your
about-
show.
Yeah, don't
This
talk
is-
about me.
Shall we bring on Steve? Shall we bring on
Yeah,
Steve?
let's bring the professional actor.
Shall we say professional actor?
Professional actor. He's been acting way longer than me, so he's a professional actor.
Okay. It's a professional actor. He's gonna kill us. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna have us. I
love
can
him,
literally
though.
see
He's
him.
great.
I'm scared of him now. He's got that ninja style of him. Yikes! Someone better get me some help, please. Right? Okay. How you doing, Steve?
Steve.
Gentlemen, and I use that term loosely so I can say that.
What's up, man?
How are you guys? I like all that pinky work you got going on back there. Yeah,
man.
it's like a
For
little
you,
Austin
pinky's
Power
out.
flare.
He's out for you, brother.
It's like you're eating a French crella or a French donut or something with, an English tea.
How about a French
Oh, it was-
Cicero?
wait.
Did
That
that
was
work?
very close. I've been called a lot of things. My name is Steven Ciceron. It's actually French.
Ah,
So it's very close. It's French descent. In France, they would call it Ciceron. And my name in French Stephen would be Etienne.
Etienne.
Etienne. Yeah, but nobody calls me that. They just call me Stephen. I'm American.
That's a really cool name. I'm not gonna lie. Your name is like really cool by the name of the sound of it.
Yeah, but it doesn't roll off the tongue.
I'm jealous right now because we got the ones.
I like Jarrell's name. He's got like a 3-prong name. I always like that. Cher has one name, and the other thing I like, the 2 names like mine, not so good, but either 3 names or 1 name is cool.
well, I think if you have more than 4 syllables in your name, you're cool. So Steven, 5, bam, you're cool. Drew,
I could actually hear the wheels turning in his mind while he was trying to figure that out mathematically.
right? Even with Drew, I had to make his name cool. I had to be like DJ Drew Nichols. Now he's cool.
I've been cool all day. I've been called on TikTok DJ Drew Nicholas. I literally have.
Look
People
at that.
actually heard that video, and now I
Look
got
at
people call me
that.
DJ Drew.
Well, Steve, hey, let's get into it, man. I mean, I think you're an awesome guy. I've only met you on Facebook. We're Facebook friends, and I would say that we're actually Facebook friends, not just Facebook friends.
Right.
I consider you an
a little bit more than just the acquaintance type thing, because we've actually conversed back and forth and all. Like other people, you just click the button, you're Facebook friends, and that's the end of it,
Right. Or some people just
commented.
like thanks for the comment, you just like it and be like, yeah. But when you have actual conversation,
We do.
So can you tell us all who Steven Ciceron is? And I'm saying it like that so people can get it right, damn it.
I like you guys. I wonder if I should be threatened with having 2 hosts against me, 2 against 1. Is that fair? Because I'm still upset because the Eagles lost yesterday.
Yeah, I am too, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. But we're never against you, bro.
We accept your
love you.
condolences.
That was even cool, man. That was even right.
I know. Now I'm eating all the junk food 2 days in a row, and I have to be careful. I don't want to get fat, but it could be happening right now. The arteries are clogging.
So yeah, who
I
are
enjoy
you,
that.
Steven? Let's
Who
explain.
am I? Okay, so I am an actor. I actually started off as a psychologist. I got my degrees in psychology. And I found that I was a little bit too sensitive for that I was really feeling bad for a lot of the people, that I was taking their problems home with me. If I couldn't help them, I was feeling guilty about that. But I think that the building blocks that I've learned, being a psychologist and the different clients that I've worked with and helped, have really helped diversify me to play different characters. And so I got into acting. I started out in theater because I actually was a theater minor in college, and I did dozens of plays there. And I did plays in New York City, on Off-Broadway, in LA, and Philadelphia and Palm Springs. But there was something missing for me with the theater. I do like that you get the immediate response, but there's just still something missing when the camera, I guess the CGI, when they enhance things, it's like, oh, it's really cool. So then I, one day I was, I guess, semi-discovered. Someone saw one of my plays in New York City and said that I looked the part. And so instead of auditioning for the part, he said he wanted me to do a, what they call it, a screen test. They still sometimes do screen tests where they can actually, they have a vision of you. They know you sort of, they want you, but they want to actually see how you'll be in the real environment. And it went well and got in that film. And then from there, it was pretty much history. Just started doing more films. And I do theater still once in a while. I did a play, Titanic, the musical, back in October. But it's just such a big commitment to do theater.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this while you were on that. When you did that play Titanic, did you ever let go? Sorry.
He's quick. And
I can't believe you just said that.
But I'm not so sure I can match him because these comebacks are really good. I did have to learn, I'm pretty good with accents, but I did do an Irish accent on there. Let's see if I can even remember one of my lines. It's free. Are you daft? And we paid 60 shillings. What do I need with all that fine cloth and electrical light? So be careful, Drew. Be careful. I might imitate your English accent.
Well, you could try Welsh if you want to. Really cool.
Welsh, that's right. You're Welsh, right? Okay.
It's like this. Diolch yn fawr, sut yw'r ti?
The Welsh and the Scottish accent is very strong, very difficult for we Americans to understand that.
Hey, Drew, I wanted to ask you this while you said that. Is Welsh the ones who make the grape jelly? I told you I had something for you.
Ciao.
I'm sorry.
That was quick. That was
quick. My son wanted to know.
He's
Don't
quick.
you love having kids? You can just blame everything on him.
He's quick. He's no doubt. He's quick, no doubt. I love it.
We're losing right now. I think we should gang up on Gerald.
It's like Jarrell's hitting field goals right after another, you know.
He's winning with his good twangs today.
It's the caffeine. Sorry.
Give me some of that.
He's got loads of caffeine.
This is
right
water.
now.
This is water.
Hey, Steve, can I ask you this question though? As you
Yeah.
said that you did theater, what do you? And this isn't a fair question because I've done theater, probably not as much as you. I've done 2 stage shows, but let me ask you this: what do you like more? Do you like film, or would you prefer theater more?
Oh wow, that's a tough one because what I like about theater is the immediate reinforcement you get. And you hear the clapping right away. You have your adrenaline going. You get nervous more, so I'm constantly pumped. So I like that. You have to project, and it's a different kind of acting because it has to be accented a little bit more. With film, you don't get that immediate reinforcement, but when you see it on film, when they have everything enhanced, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And walking the red carpet, if you have a nice, pretty girl, eye candy on your arm, that's really nice. But so it's really tough. But I'm doing more film because I find theater's just a lot more taxing. I'm pretty good at memorization, and also with theater, you have to worry about not only yourself messing a line up, but the other actor messing the line up, and then how to recover that. So it's I think it's tougher. Actually, whereas in film, they say cut and they do it over.
It sounds like the Kansas City and Eagles game. It sounds just like that to me. I don't know when you were saying that when someone messes up and the other team has to pick it up to make it work. It sounds like a lot of. You have to
I guess
it sounds like
maybe you and I will name it a fumble.
I love that. I love that.
But cool. Those are good questions.
Do you get like a lot of pressure when you're doing your acting, then, like into yourself? Do you like have moments where you just can't be asked sometimes? So,
can
you
you translate that, Jarrell? Translate forget what he said. The accent was very
I'm
strong.
done. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. I'll catch you.
He really did. Oh God.
I'll say in French, répétez s'il vous plaît.
No, were you serious though, or you really?
No, I seriously made it repeated. Oh man!
I'm gonna be honest, Drew. I was hoping that he wasn't serious because I really didn't understand what he said.
Mon Dieu, mon Dieu.
I love you, man. I'm sorry. They caught me.
I told you it was gonna be a good one.
I'm like, damn. Now you put me on the spot. I'm like, oh shit.
Damn,
Yeah,
damn. Can we say damn? Can we say damn on your show?
Oh God, yeah. No, you can.
I hope so, because I didn't.
Yeah. What other words can we say?
We gotta keep it a visual light in, like language, not too much of swearing.
Okay.
Can we say
we learned some new stuff. We learned some new stuff.
I know what that means. En français.
we learned some new stuff the other day from a friend, Jimmy. Is it Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy. And we were coming out like sheep stuff and some other things, and we got to maintain it though, like a certain way. So, but we were pretty cool. We were fine.
Cool. Very cool.
Drew, what was that question though? Can you do it again? I really wanted that. It sounded like it was good. It sounded like it was good.
It's basically asking like, do you really have like a hard time like going through your lines, and then do you really like?
Oh.
Do you find it more of a struggle sometimes going through your lines, being an actor, and producing yourself into that? Because sometimes some actors get very frustrated. Like, shall we say, is it Mark or that guy who done? He gets really nasty and screams at some of the producers and some of the actors. Do you ever get frustrated by like what happens?
Like, do you get frustrated by other actors not knowing their lines?
Yeah.
And you know yours.
Well, I'm an easygoing guy, so yeah, internally I might get frustrated a little bit, but then sometimes I realize that maybe they're having a bad day or they have a problem, and so I try to help them out a little bit. Where it's more frustrating is if it's on stage again, because there's not much you can do with that. And if it's film, at least we can cut and do it again. Unless they're constantly doing it, maybe they're an alcoholic or something, and they're not going to get their lines no matter what happens, and you're just going to be going on and on and on.
Now, what I've noticed, okay, so when you say that, I've been on a set one time, and I don't know if you have, where there's an actor, this is in film, he didn't know his lines, so they had to literally cut like every 3 lines to get him to know his lines. Have you experienced that at all? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah, I did once on a TV show, and he wasn't asked back to co-star, and yeah, he wasn't asked back. I'm thinking maybe, how can you not know your lines? Maybe he was drinking or something. I find it hard. I mean, I can understand forgetting your lines. Something, like once I was doing something in theater, and I knew my lines perfectly, but all of a sudden a fly went by in front of me, and I saw it to the second, and it really blanked me out a little bit. I said, oh God! And it's like your life is passing through. And saying, oh my God, I forgot my lines. And, I'm getting older. I'm in my 40s now. I can't like just smile and look pretty.
That's not old.
You don't look like you're in your 40s though.
What? Stop it. 40's not even old anyway. You look like you're 25.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like you look younger than me. Jesus Christ.
No, I don't think so. But thank you for the
So
comment.
we got a question from the audience.
Do we? So during your acting career, do you have a feeling of being down during a scene, making you feel you don't want to do it? Oh, wow. That's a really good question. Oh my gosh.
10 points for
Yeah. And actually it could probably bring tears to my eyes right now. I had lost my dog one morning, and I had to shoot that day. And yeah, it's actually great. So it was really, I wish it was a sort of a sad scene that I had to do, but it wasn't. It was more of a comedic role. And it was really difficult for me to try to concentrate and not think of my dog. So I was really down. I have never, ever had a question like that.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah, that was a good question.
More questions.
That was my mate Jay.
Yeah.
It's
But
one of
I
my
mean, I
guys.
try to get into my parts.
Jay?
I don't have trouble memorizing. Of course, maybe sometimes you do the scene and then you just don't like the way the word came out or something like that, and you have to do it over. But usually I don't have trouble memorizing, and I get into characters pretty easily. Get the script ahead of time, and I just try to think organically, like become the character. A little bit of method acting, but not to the extreme some of the actors do it.
Right. Do you find yourself using improv at all when you're acting sometimes?
Oh yeah, I mean some situations call for more improv, and some directors like more improv. I like to know if they like it or not, because you certainly don't want what happens with some actors is they also like improv. If you like improv, you can go on and on, back and forth, and then you're just losing. The scene is long. They're gonna have to cut something. It's difficult to cut, so you have to be careful. But yeah, I like improv. Is a lot of fun. Do a little bit of both. I do memorize my lines really well, and then if on that day organically it feels a little different, but I try never to change the last line, because the other actor, compassion for the other actor, making sure that if they memorized it to know when their cue is coming in, I don't want to throw them off at all. So I try to at least keep the last line pretty intact.
That's a good question. Have you ever had to perform when you were sick? Wait, what do you mean by perform? No, I'm playing. I'm sorry. It was getting a little too serious in here. I'm sorry.
It's really funny. I met my wife when I was sick, and and I mean, I didn't want to tell her I was sick either, because I wanted to have a good time. Okay. And this is a family show, right? So, cut.
Yeah, you're okay. It's 9 o'clock in the UK, but it's
it
not
could be a show to make families. I mean,
I like him.
Who knows?
It happens. You know what happens?
But the only time was I was doing a little concert where I was singing, and my voice was a little hoarse, and I thought it was gonna be terrible, but actually I had more resonance to my voice, and it was actually, everybody told me it was good. I didn't think it was, because I heard what I heard and it didn't sound like me, but that was the only time that I really remember that. And the date with my wife.
Can I ask you a fair question?
Oh my God. I think we've given him too much leeway. What do you think, Tyrell? A little too much leeway? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna say d'accord, which means okay in French. Go ahead.
Bloody hell, what am I doing here tonight? Really big time. No, that ain't the question. Nah, it's only a joke. In a very, very personal way, what got you into the acting world? What really actually put you down dealing with everything? What really got you there?
Well, I think my mom liked to watch these really old movies, like with actors that I still remember their names. They're all dead. Gregory Peck, Katharine Hepburn, Audrey Hepburn. I don't think they're related, but all these old movies, and she'd make me sort of watch them with her. And so, and they even spoke differently. So I think I sort of got my beginnings there. And then my speaking voice throughout high school, I did a lot of things there. And then in college, I minored in theater. So I guess it was just the theater and then the lucky break into film. I think that's sort of, I guess my mom, I'll give her credit for it.
I love that.
That's actually really sweet. Got a little question from my good mate James from West Midlands Paranormal Collective. Is there a film you would like to?
Oh, okay. Wow. Sort of a two-pronged question.
I can't. Two-pronged question. I love it.
What am I going to do with you, Steve? Come on, man.
Well, I know. I mean, that's your choice for inviting me on here. You're going to have to live with that the rest of your life.
That's okay. We just made good friends now.
So yeah, there's a lot of roles I would like to try. I think I would like to do like a Walking Dead type thing. A lot of it has to do with evil and sinister roles, because I was always playing the Donna. There's an old time actress, Donna Reed. She always played the happy housewife and everything. So I've always played a lot of dad roles, brother roles, father roles, neighbor, doctor, lawyer. And I like it, and I do fine with it. But then recently I discovered that I could do a sinister role, sort of like with a welcoming charm, sort of an evil, spooky way. And so I'm really liking that. And so I want to sort of take that to the next level and maybe die in a film or go kill somebody, a serial killer in a film. So that's the second part of the question. And then the first part is gone, so I don't see it anymore on the screen.
Is there any
I think it was a role that I wanted to do again.
Yeah.
I think it would probably be the from the theater, the Titanic role that I did. I would like to do that again. I really enjoyed doing the Irish accent and the complexity of the role, in that I was able to not die because I told them that I knew how to row a boat, and therefore somebody else lost their life. So it was very complex. It wasn't just a typical run. And I know that somebody dressed up as a woman to try to get on a safety boat. So I think that would be fun for me to do again and see if I would interpret it differently the second time around.
I can imagine as the main cast as the Titanic guy, though. I literally believe you would have had that role as the main guy.
I'm much older Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey, well, you know what? I was thinking, man, like you would totally be my Kevin Sorbo, like if it wasn't no Kevin Sorbo. Like I totally see original Hercules. Like you could totally pull that off.
Oh wow!
Like,
thank you very much.
Do like a Hercules remake.
Yeah,
like Steven Ciceron.
Oh wow!
He definitely got the skills there.
Well, there's going to be a movie coming out called David, which is biblical in nature. And David J. Paul, unrelated to the name of the movie, casted for that, and I'm going to be in that movie, and I think that will be fun. It's sort of like a Ben-Hur type of with casts of thousands and all that. So that'll be really exciting. I've not done that before.
Well, let me ask you that. Speaking of, real quick, what upcoming films do you have aside from that's coming out that you're looking forward to doing?
Okay, so I have The Secret Mechanic, again with David J. Paul, and I get to play a thug, but a different kind of a thug. David J. Paul gets to play the evil, schizophrenic thug, and I play his brother. But at the end, there's sort of a twist for my role, and I become a little bit more evil. But I'm sort of, if there is a compassionate thug, oh, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to kill you.
All right, I like it.
I'm in something now, and I'm filming the 10th episode of something called Always Here. It's a dark comedy, and I play a son who's in his 40s, and his mother who would be in her 70s, but she's really not. She's in her 40s also, because she got sucked into a mirror doing black magic, and now she's showing up. She's trying to get her magic stronger. She's trying to come back. So she started appearing to me and to my sister, and she shows up at all the darndest places. And when I was getting in the shower, she showed up, and I got a nice backside scene. I wouldn't do a frontal because it would have been gratuitous. Not that I mean, I just don't like gratuitous nudity, but so you get to see a backside anyway. So that's—
you got to be able to perform. We don't want you.
I'm sure I got to perform, Oh, you weren't on that. Oh, okay. I was on a different page. Look at Drew's face. I think we might have gotten a smirk out of him, but I don't know, barely.
Drew be smiling inside his brain like all the whole show. If you can see his brain, it probably be like awesome.
Hey, Drew.
I literally got like a real big smile.
Jarrell and I are going to put a smile on your face.
Hey, you both have, actually. I'm enjoying the show myself. I don't want to chat. I want to enjoy this.
Glad to hear it.
I'm curious, what keeps you balanced, Steven? What keeps you balanced, man? Like when you're not filming or when you're not doing cool Steven stuff, what is the cool things that keep the real Steven balanced? And
I used to do a lot of HGTV type stuff where I would buy homes and flip them and all. So I do some property management for some homes that I have in the Philadelphia area.
Do you know the property brothers?
No, I don't know them, but yeah. And I actually had a home in Montreal, Canada, which was cool because I could speak French. So that was really cool. But I unloaded that in when the market started. I had just a premonition right before the market turned in 2008, I guess it was, or so.
Oh, nice.
So that keeps me busy. Some of the few properties that I have that way. And what else do I? I don't know, always looking, I have 2 agents. I have one in LA and I have one new in London. So they're keeping me busy. And also I self-manage myself. And then I meet cool people like Jarrell and David J. Paul, and they have some things in mind for me. So, and self-management is a fun thing because you know exactly the role that you want, and you're going to be able to nail it. Maybe not the audition, because sometimes that's a bummer. You may not nail the audition, but you know that you could have nailed the part. But your agents sometimes don't know you as well as you do yourself.
I mean, no one knows you as good as you, so hell yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
No one knows.
I saw a lot of people popping on.
Yeah,
It is a lot of people saying hi. I'm just going to quickly go back. So it's nice to actually give them a shout out. First of all, I just want to say shout out to Gemma, a good friend of mine. She's watching from South Wales. She's really cool. She's liking you guys already by the sound of it. Big shout out to her son Logan as well, because Logan is going through a rough time.
Yeah, if they could say where they're from, that would be really cool for Jarrell and I to see.
Hi, Natasha.
Okay, so everyone, if you can actually put in your comments where you're from, that'll be cool, and we'll give it a shout out. How's that?
Man, he just wants to make fun of you guys because he lives in hot California, man. Don't
worry about that.
Don't fall for the trap.
Don't worry about the Hollywood side.
I'm really fond of my friends across the pond. I wish I had more connections with them. Actually, I have a YouTube channel with subscribers, and I have very few people that have subscribed to my YouTube channel from across the pond. It's very disappointing to me because I love when I'm in London. Thank you.
I'm going to unsubscribe.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Gee, I should have kept my mouth shut. While I was ahead. This big mouth of mine is always getting me in trouble.
You got to show you guys, and you got these two being bullied to each other now, right now. It's not good for the reputation. I'm only joking, but these guys are really funny. If you're just catching up with us, we're live with chat with Steve. Amazing. I'm just gonna call him SC, not Scott Calvin, guys. Now.
Yeah.
Ciceron.
Hey, no, you're SC now. That's your nickname. We got Jarrell, who's known from God of War, making a movie with God of War. And today we're supposed to do a bit of advertising. We are doing advertising in a second. So keep an eye out. Please put your comments where you're from. Put a message. If you've got a message for these guys, please shoot them in. It is just amazing giggle with the amazing Jarrell and Steve as well, SC. That's his nickname now. I'm just calling him SC now.
He can't do it. He just can't do it.
I just can't. What's going on, Jem? How you doing, sweet? Kelly, how you doing? You guys are amazing tonight. The audience, don't forget to share, care, and give us some love.
Essex.
Wow, that's heat.
So they're coming from everywhere. They're literally telling me everywhere.
That is really cool.
That is cool.
Because I've never done a British show. I've done, shows, American shows, but this is my first. Oh my God, I'm not a virgin anymore. Oh, this is hard to handle.
He's finally had the pop off.
I also found a video I want us to show of Steven. We can do this after the advertisements. And it's one of the ones I did a quick little brief look at a few of them. And I'm not even gonna tell you which one it is.
Oh my God!
I'm doing that on purpose.
No porno.
No, this is all from you. So if you put this out, that's on you.
No, I don't do that. Like I said, my rear end is the only thing I showed recently.
But it looks really good, though. I think we got like a quick little clip of it. I sent it to Drew. It looks really good, and I think you look awesome and amazing.
Are we doing a video?
Somebody wrote something really interesting, and it went off so quickly.
Drew, go back.
Okay. Give 2 seconds. I thought we were doing a video.
Oh no, we're doing the video after the advertisement.
After the advertisement.
Okay.
If you ever want some paper, I got some wicked windups for my bro. Hope you're well, bro. Some wicked. I like the word wicked. They use that in Boston, actually. The only place that word is used is in Boston.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
If you ever want some payback, I got some wicked wind up for my bro, Drew. Okay. Which one is this, Gemma? Are you Jim Jams? Is this the one from Pembrokeshire?
It says Jim's at the bottom. I think that is her.
Yeah, I think it's Gemma from Pembrokeshire.
It's two Jims.
She used to be a brother's ex, but she's pretty.
You see
she's
how Drew got gangsters out here. You see that? You got to watch out, man.
I got some enemies. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Yes, it's your yes,
Your only sister.
your only sister.
Come on, Drew.
Oh, that's your sister.
It's your only sister. Come on.
Wait. Which sister? I got many sisters right now. Wait, I'm confused. What the fuck?
I
But
thought you
she's
said we
the only
can't
one.
cuss.
She's the only one that counts.
Right.
Wait,
Oh, Drew.
nah, I'm done. I'm literally done.
Well,
I'll
you know what
talk to
I've
in a minute.
learned, and I don't know if Steven can testify to this. You know, when a woman says something, you just let her win. You don't keep going because you'll turn yourself more and more into a hole. Just accept it, and
You
just
can't
roll
win.
with it. Roll with it.
You know, you got. I mean, if you want to be happy the rest of your life, I mean, that's the only
Yep.
way.
Just accept that that's your only sister. Just
Yeah.
accept it.
All right, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to accept it. I'm gonna have to accept it. I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
Aw, that's a sweet thing for her to say.
It's gorgeous.
Aw.
I'm like everyone's favorite brother figure, but thank you for that, Jam. I know which one it is.
Look what he's still doing. Drew, just
I'm giving a compliment. I'm giving a compliment.
Some people just don't learn.
they don't.
They just don't
let it
learn.
go.
Wow.
Really, I will let it go.
You know?
It's hard. It's hard. It's really heartbreaking.
You know?
I'm Steve.
There's certain questions I never want a woman to ask me. I mean, something, you know, they're going out somewhere and they, do I look fat in this? I mean, no, you look beautiful, but still, certain questions I don't even know why they ask.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a funny, embarrassing moment.
Huh. He's gonna make this worse. Watch, here it comes.
Look,
Poor Drew.
I'm not a god of war. Not yet. That's
Go ahead and
the
change
guy
the
in
subject.
So, you know, I know you're going to be doing your advertising soon. I have a question. I'm drinking a lot of water. This is not vodka. So when you do the advertisement, can I say this on Radio Land? Can I have time to take a pee?
Oh, dude, you
Oh,
can do
well,
whatever you want. Yeah, I gotta do.
I'll wait for the advertisement. I go quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take a 5 minutes. Oh, not 5 minutes, but like
5 minutes. What kind of
5
I'm only
minutes?
joking.
Oh
I'm
my
only
God,
joking.
I
Give
don't
me a
need
minute.
that
Give me a
long.
second.
He gotta take a poop.
Look, guys. So, guys, come and join. Leave the comments, put a question in. We're about to go and do some advertising for our people we had on the show, and also some great producers out there, directors and film actors. Make sure you keep subscribing, following, and also sharing on YouTube. Get the word out, and yeah, I'll catch you in a second. Let's do some advertising. And I got people pinging me. That's cool.
Ping, ping,
See you in a minute.
Ah, yes, another epic battle between two teams of mighty warriors. Another tale of everything being put on the line, much like Ragnarok. But what happens behind the scenes? Are these tales really what they are made out to be? Was it really a battle for the ages, or just another hoax to gain attention, glory, and money? The gods will never allow us to know. Until now. In 2023, all will be revealed at the dinner with the god of war. Gods are not gods without anyone to worship them. Dinner with the God of War, a fan film from a bunch of nobodies.
That's it, Terrell. This is your one now. You getting nagged. Look at his face.
Cool.
I love how you.
Jarrell, I loved all that, Jarrell. I
It's
loved
not
your
finished.
movie. Oh, it's not.
No, I
Okay.
gotta do Well, behave yourself. I see you for that, bro.
Wow.
It's not
Jarrell, I
finished.
loved
Hold on.
it.
There's one more. No, it's not finished. Hold on.
It's still not finished? Why do you
Psych.
keep showing us our faces then?
Oh, that was a bit of it. So
Can we talk?
No, there's one more.
I feel like Joan Rivers. Can we talk?
yeah, we could tell, bro.
I'm just playing. There's no
He is
more.
not impressed. I so apologize.
I don't know. I mean, the extra advertising gave me a chance to put chapstick on my lips. All this water I'm drinking, I think my lips would be nourished by now.
Look, I got him at Steven. Fair point.
There's
You
another-
are taking a good fair point from us.
There's another
literally
question, Drew. There's another question
up.
from your peoples.
Okay, whereabouts are we looking?
From West Midland Paranormal Collective. I can ask it if you can't find it.
Say it.
It
say
says-
straight out, bro.
So within the industry, do you ever not take a role because you feel that the film franchise has been overdone? That is a great question. Shit.
That for you, Jarrell?
He's cruel.
No, that's for you.
It is. Oh.
I'm not taking that.
No, not that, but there was one thing I did not take the role. It was about child molestation and all that, and they wanted me to play that role. And even though I like evil roles, the little kid that I would have been acting with, I just couldn't do it. Yeah.
So you have heart.
Perhaps he's got to have heart. Oh, he's got to have heart.
Hey, we got a singer. I did hear him say that, little stage performer.
I do that too, and dancing, believe it or not. I can tap dance. I like to think of myself as what they call a triple threat in the theater industry.
You know what? You got to stop, man, because you know somebody's going to ask. Someone in the comments, you're going.
Oh, no.
You gotta stop. Yeah, I bet you was going to come up.
No. Let's put it back on Jarrell. The trailer was great. I like your movie, Wakanda. I was blessed by being in SAG and seeing all the movies that are going to be in the Oscars. I got to see them all. And it's like 25 movies I've viewed in the last like 3 weeks.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Who would you like someone to act as you in a
I was
film?
going to ask that. Wow.
To act as
with
me?
this one. Yeah.
Oh, I would probably say 2 actors, Nicolas Cage and Johnny Depp.
Love Nick Cage. Oh.
Yeah,
Johnny
I think
Depp is amazing.
that's a good question. Yeah. How about you, Jarrell? Who would you like to play you?
I would love to act with Steven Ciceron, you know.
He's good.
Oh,
Folks, he's good. He's
you
good.
should have
Folks.
known.
He's good. He's good. He's good.
You should have known it was coming, man.
I know. I sort of walked into that one, you know.
No, but honestly, it was I would
Helen
definitely.
Keller could have seen that coming.
Real. I really would actually like to act with you. When they see this clip, they'll know why. Also,
I'm afraid because you chose it. I have no idea. I don't even remember what's on my YouTube channel. And if I can ask people if they wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel so I can have across the pond people, I'd greatly appreciate that. But I have no idea what I have up there. It's not everything because it can only be things that are not copyrighted.
right.
Or I get arrested.
Makes sense. I also want to act with DJ Drew Nichols. We're working on something really soon.
You could tell him.
Isn't it Christmas?
Yeah.
A Christmas movie? We're working on a Christmas movie. That's
We're working on a Christmas. I could say this way: Christmas.
Did you
vibe.
say Christian or Christmas?
Christmas spy movie.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
Christmas
cool
spy
idea.
Oh wow.
It's pretty
You're
dope.
you're doing that?
He's doing that. I'm in it.
Oh. You're doing a movie?
Yeah, I'm putting one together. I got some great guys helping me out, and
Oh wow.
I was like, I want to do a movie, and we had a chit chat about it. Me and Joel and Santa Dave, and we were like, "Hey,
Yeah.
let's get together."
Wow.
Well, you know Santa Dave, don't you, Steven?
What's that?
You know Santa Dave, right? Dave
No.
Saunders.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, you probably know him when you see him. He's everywhere. I love that guy.
Dave Saunders?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like pretty cool. He's coming on the show like on the 18th, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to be for that one for sure.
Check
But
him
no,
out. I'll send him a.
There's not really a lot of actors I want to be in. Like honestly, now in this generation and age, it's not that many. I mean, I loved Al Pacino growing up. Al Pacino was one. I absolutely adore Al Pacino. I would love to do a movie with him. Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I would love to do a movie with Marky Mark though, man. Like I think.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's come a long way from his underwear ads, huh?
Right. But I think he's an awesome. He's very versatile. Like I mean,
He
I've seen
is.
him comedy. I've seen his. I would love to do all of it. You know, anything.
He's
that
very organic acting.
Yeah, and it feels good. Like watching him.
That show his clip. I reckon we should go show his little video. Of
Wait,
him.
hold on. Why you got to say little, Drew? Like the man can perform. All right, it's not about the size.
Okay.
Hey, first-
Look, he
first
said
we
about
have-
6 inches early on, so it's not my fault.
Drew, before you go there, there's another question from West Midland. They asked some really good questions. Would you ever consider a voice-only role, Steven?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially the animated ones now. That they're doing Coco and Puss in Boots and Pinocchio. All the animated is really hot in the industry right now. So I absolutely would.
It rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's show his long clip. Drew.
Look, he mentioned 6 inches. I just went with your roles.
Well, you know what? You have to tell the folks about that, okay? So, because we were talking on the pre-show, they don't know this. So my hair was a lot longer, about 6 inches longer, and I had to cut it recently for a role. And I said, and how many men do you know are willing to give up 6 inches?
Yeah.
Look, it was good better saying it's 6 inches, and then it would got the audience laughing even more.
So,
Hey, what up?
So Drew, whenever you're ready, we can show it.
We can show his amazing talent off, and he's great acting.
Yeah, this is, and guys, like this is like 2 minutes, so I'm just,
Yeah, are you ready?
I say you sit here and watch it all. Like it looks dope to me.
Oh my God.
I just like to give people, a warning before we.
And do we have
And then I have
people
another
on?
question when we come back that just got hit in the audience, but we can ask that after the clip.
They're so realistic.
Indeed they are.
Oh, hi. You must be Alexandros. I'm.
My 2 o'clock. Welcome.
I honestly haven't taken photos of myself in a
Where's your makeup?
Well, I was just going to put on a little bit of foundation.
Follow Milo. He's just going to help you make a few minor adjustments.
Well, that's okay. I prefer a more natural look.
No, it's mostly for the camera. Milo won't overdo it.
I think I'm all ready.
One moment.
I don't remember these on your website.
Oh, those are all just different lighting demonstrations. We like to say those photos left our models speechless. Come over here, on the X. Look into the camera. A little less teeth. Less. Exquisite. Keep that pose. I want to get a few more. Excellent. Now turn. More. More. Turn! Look back at me.
Yo, that was dope, right?
That was wicked. That
Didn't
was
she look like?
amazing.
Doesn't she look like Audrey Hepburn, a young Audrey Hepburn?
Yeah.
You know?
I really felt Ben Stiller vibes from you remember that movie Heavyweights? Back in the day, Disney's old Disney movie. Ben Stiller played like the coach. He played like the cabin counselor, the main dude in charge.
Oh, okay.
When I saw that, I was like, bro, if you didn't embody Ben Stiller in that, like that was perfect. I enjoyed it. I don't know how everybody else thinks, but that was
You
great.
look like a crazy guy, like literally.
Well, it was a horror flick, and it basically was a photographer who would lure these young women in for headshots who wanted to be actresses or whatever, and then they would get the chloroform, which would knock them out, and then while they were still alive, he would pour wax on them and mold them into those mannequin figures. It's a little bit spooky movie.
Hey, can we share that link if anybody wants to see it on the
Sure.
Is there a way to share it?
Sure.
Share the video.
Sure. Yeah, that one's okay.
I thought it was great. I enjoyed
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much, guys.
Yeah, a lot of people like it too, so far what I'm saying.
Oh, good. Thanks, guys.
Please go and actually watch his film. Please go and watch his film, guys. He is an absolutely amazing actor.
You guys.
It's been actually a great laugh with him, yeah. And Jarrell's making it really good as well, so great work.
Man, don't put me in this. I'm not
enjoying
here. I don't exist. No.
Not true. Not true.
Just don't take no photos of me. It will be fine.
Take photos. Take photos. Take a little
Are you
picture.
kidding? I have a lot of stills right now of him from this Zoom meeting.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that link. I think I got it. I think I could post it in the chat if you can't, Drew, or if.
Yeah, if you can get it, then we can. To put yourself in that mind, though, did you have to really work hard to get yourself into that typical character, or did you after you've done that as well? There's two ways questions here. After you've done that, did you have to give yourself a good break? Huh?
That's a two-pronged question.
It is a two-pronged question.
I'm using that from now on, man. That's it.
Man,
So-
you guys.
What's the first question?
Okay, so when you get into the character, okay, right? Was it pretty hard for you at that time, or was it like quite easy? How did you get yourself into?
No, I think evil characters are more difficult for me to get into because I'm a laughing, happy-go-lucky guy. So evil characters are difficult for me to get into, but I become sort of proud of myself once I reach down inside and I can authentically make them believe that I could be that evil. I get a lot of rewards, self-rewards for that. Makes me feel good. But yeah, that was a difficult character. As I got to feel it, and he did, especially when they do things that I think are revolting, that I would never do and never think of doing.
I can imagine what you have to do. Do you know when you're in that character, though? After you've done that character, and after you've done all the cuts, do you take that character home with you sometimes? And the effects?
No, I'm only, I guess you would say like this true method actors that live and breathe that. So I only do that when I'm in my house. I will live and breathe it. But when I leave the house, I'm able to dissociate myself from that. So I'm not like, who's that actor? Jared
Leto?
Yeah, he's a true method actor to the point where he makes other actors angry. Like he sent dog crap to other actors because he wanted to get into a role that had to deal with that. And he sent that in the mail and they opened up and there was dog crap. So I don't take method acting to an extreme, but I do it. And in my house, I can feel a part of it. So if I try to isolate myself from other people and I try to feel that role in my house only.
There's a question. Would you still consider working on smaller film projects?
Oh yeah, I don't ever consider myself a diva or being. Absolutely. Some of the small roles I've done have been so much fun, and part of it is the people that I meet. I meet new people in every movie, and I enjoy that. So absolutely.
I love that.
That is really cool. Okay, I'm losing interest on my head. Really hyped again out of
The honesty. Wow.
Yeah.
Steven, question.
Olivia Newton-John. Honestly, love
He's gonna
you.
hate me by the end of the day. He's gonna hate me by the end of the day.
Who's
Nah,
who's your favorite actor besides yourself?
Thanks. And I don't consider me being my favorite. I think it's sort of like what you call imposter syndrome in an actor. And I think Viola Davis, what I like about her is that she often gets that feeling that, gee, I'm not a good actor, or, you know, I must be an imposter or something. So I constantly look at change and doing things and growing. I don't feel like I'm good. I want to get better. And that's why I continue to take acting courses. But my favorite would be Leonardo DiCaprio as a male actor, and as a female actress, I think would be Angelina Jolie.
Huh.
I liked how she diversified in that Maleficent movie or something like that, where she played evil that way, and she's played a lot of super cool roles. So those are my two favorites.
All right, here's another question. Do you find you follow producers from one film to another, or do you try to work with as many as possible?
Well, I want to work and I want to pay my mortgage, so I follow producers as much as possible. But I do find that some directors who have worked with me will call me back, which I love that, because that's a great accolade. That's a way of telling me that, you know, I liked working with you as a person, not just your acting, but we got along on the set. You were on time. You got along with the other actors. You didn't pick out all the chocolate that you saved some chocolate for other people to eat.
Right. You know, it's funny you say that, because I find myself, like, when you look at actors that work together with directors or producers, you look at like Quentin Tarantino and DiCaprio. I use DiCaprio because you said it. You see that they work a lot together.
Yes.
Because of that relationship built.
Yes.
You feel like it's
I like
important relationship, and you would keep doing that.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely would strive for that, and like Diane Keaton and Woody Allen, and absolutely. I mean, but to keep my acting going, because you don't know when the director's going to do the next movie, but I actually would like to, hook into, a few, but I definitely will keep looking at others.
If you had a dream role, what would it be?
Probably something like, there is an old time vampire called, his name was Bela Lugosi. You'd have to look him up because he's really old time, but probably something like that. They might have even been black and whites. I mean, I actually did do, which was very difficult. I did a silent film series called The Happy Hooligans. And it sort of reminds me of not too far away from that time period. So it's an old movie, but that was really neat doing silent films, because that's really tough acting, believe it or not.
Right. Because I mean, you look at people like Rowan Atkinson, is that his name? Mr. Bean? Yeah. Like, the man is a genius.
Yeah.
Like, and he doesn't have to say one word. So yes,
you got to get those expressions a certain way, and it's tough, making your eyes bigger or smaller. It's tough. But that was a good question. Bela Lugosi, I think, probably a vampire role, patriarch maybe of a vampire clan. Yeah. But as somebody else asked, I have no problems doing a small role, just to do a bucket list movie or type or something.
I can imagine you being a vampire. I reckon you should have like your own vampire film.
I can see that. But
yeah,
black
I can literally see him.
Cool. Yeah. I want to suck your blood.
I can totally see that. Like, that'll be cool. Hey, also, guys, if anybody else have any questions, I mean, I know West Midland Paranormal Collective. I'm gonna get that right one day. That's a lot. That's a word twister. I can't say
West
that.
Midland Paranormal Collective.
That's a lot. I mean, they're asking some good questions, but if anybody else has some more questions, feel free.
Because I think we're almost over time too.
No, we're literally done. We're literally done. An hour show.
We have 20 more minutes.
Do we really?
We started at 20. Damn it! You're not leaving.
Okay. The next time we'll just have to wait for me. I have another Zoom meeting, but I'm okay. I told him I might be late.
They're not important. We are. No. I mean, unless you want to get off. We understand.
No, I'm enjoying myself tremendously.
No, you don't have to say that. We know
Putting
the
up
truth.
with
Okay,
Drew, putting up with Drew is really testing my talents here.
Look,
Okay.
look. I'm a hard work. Okay, everyone can agree in this group chat tonight. I'm
All right,
a
here's another
hard
good
work.
question. Here's
High maintenance, would they call it?
Hey, West Midland. Can I just say WMPC? They're on a roll. All right.
Yeah.
Would you ever take a role on a film from your childhood? If so, what role would it be? That's a two-pronger.
Hey, calming down a bit, Wes.
Yes, to the first question, I would, and but I think we'd have to make it interesting because I think it would be boring. I mean, it would have to be maybe someone that had passed away, maybe my grandmother or grandparents or some. I mean, you have to make it interesting or some. It have to be interesting. I just can't think of my childhood being very interesting. So I wouldn't want to bore people, but I would definitely do it. But I would have to think how I can twist it a little bit. And I'm sure I could. Oh, I do remember something. I remember that when I was small and I had a younger brother, just by a year, we were very close in age, like 11 months. And some bully was picking on him. And I was never a big guy, but I was never afraid of anybody either. And so I managed to punch him in such a way that it knocked him out. And then there was a garbage pail nearby. And I managed to get him in the garbage pail. And then there was dog poop. And I saw a napkin or something. I picked up the dog poop and I smished it in his head. And I closed the cap of the, so I was pretty angry at him. I'm really not that type of a guy anymore, but
You're my hero.
And then I know my son, when he was little, he was a small guy too. And he would come, he'd pick on some of the neighbors would pick on him, and then he'd go like beat them up. And then the neighbors would come to me and say, your son just beat my son up. And I knew that they had picked on him because I was watching from the window. And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll reprimand him, as soon as he's gone." I said, and then as soon as they left, I said, "Good boy."
So how many?
Oh God, people are gonna hate me. I am so sorry.
Actually, that's good because it's teaching people to defend themselves against bullies, man. Bullies.
Yeah, that's true. Bullying is something that is really bad, and I would definitely want to do a role on.
Do you want to join my group called #Drew's Army Against Bullying?
What did he whisper?
He said, "Do you want to join his group called #Drew's Army Against Bullying?"
Sure.
Right,
Bullying is a terrible thing. I mean, people commit suicide over it. I was lucky, but some people are not so lucky.
Is my volume low?
It's getting louder. It's like you're doing something. It was low.
Yeah, it was very low.
Yeah.
Okay.
So low.
What about now?
Nope, lower. Nah, I can't hear you at all. Now it's just like ghost talk.
Yeah.
Oh, your mute's on. That's why it's the mute. That makes sense.
What about now?
Oh God.
Too bad this wasn't vodka. That would be really good. Wow.
My name is Drew. Hello. Yeah.
So we talked about this, but we never asked this question. Do you prefer to perform? I love this perform word. Do you love to perform in theater more or film more?
So I do more film now. I started out more in theater. I do more film now. I find film easier and theater more challenging, only because in theater you have to not only worry about yourself making a mistake, but the other actor making a mistake, and then how to recover from it live. But I like the immediate reinforcement of theater. I have trouble answering that question. I know I'm scooting around it and I think I intend to scoot around like a politician.
Well, I like to tell people, and I don't know how you feel about this. I like to say that you should try to do at least one theater.
Oh yeah.
Every 2 years, because sometimes it takes a lot.
Oh yeah. I do like one a year now, but I absolutely feel they should do at least one in their life to get the feeling, because it's different. There's so many different kinds of acting. We talked about silent movies; it's a different kind, and if you do improv, that's so different. And film and theater. There's just so many different things out there which you have to do differently. And you really have to diversify, because there's some theater actors that can't make it as a film actor. There's some singers that aren't organic in their acting. Mariah Carey never could break into the industry, but Cher did. So it's not as easy as people think. But I still continue to take acting classes because I never feel I'm good enough, and there's always something I can learn, and it's good to hone in on your skills.
I think I might need acting classes.
Yeah, absolutely. You can learn, we can learn anything from anything. I mean, it's always good to learn and never be afraid of change. It's a good thing because you can't stop change. So you got to embrace it.
Well, I was just telling somebody the other day, I said, once you know everything, you can't learn nothing.
Right. That's good, really good. I've not heard that one before. I might steal that from you.
Yeah, you got it, man. That's all you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's so true, because the most problem, even in America, not just in film and everything, like most people don't become great, or they're limited based on the knowledge they know. And if you don't know as much as the next person,
that's
you'll
right.
never even touch their level.
That's spoken so true. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So, your fans basically, Drew, are across the pond to Jarrell and myself. Do they like being interviewing American actors, or would they prefer?
Let me turn this down. They like interviewing all over UK and all over the pond. Our fans kind of like seeing fun, spiritual stuff, ghost hunting, just to interest people. People likes to hear this sort of stuff.
So they're
like
interesting.
Films. Yeah, it's more different. We don't want to stay in one circle. We want to open a massive circle.
Yeah.
And
I love everybody across the pond. I've always been fascinated with the UK and all the accents. I adore them.
Except for the Welsh. The Welsh just go, man.
No, I like them all. I really truly do. And I love imitating them too.
The good thing about the mesh between, the spirit and, what Drew does mainly, more specifically, and what I do is it's all about the spirit. It's about the heart. It's about the uplifting. It's about the building together to become something better.
It's true. No, you got it correct. It's all.
Oh, he does. And the people that you hire for your movies, you want them to have heart, because you need to bring heart even into a comedic role or a dramatic role or a horror role, sinister role. Heart has to be there, whether it's an evil heart or a good heart. You have to have heart.
Everything I do usually is very spiritual, and not just in the sense of believing in ghosts, even though ghosts exist, but involved in believing in that stuff. It's about, they give you signs, and people say, oh, it's the signs from the, no, sometimes it's the spirits. It's telling you your best interest or your worst interest. And if you don't listen to them, you end up with a bad situation. Yeah. So it's very important to be in tune with your spirit side as the energies that are coming from existing spirits.
Yeah.
And that's me connected with my spirit.
But then a lot of people think that it's all just evil and dark, and it's small-minded mentality.
Dark is never such a word. And this is how I'm going to say to everyone on this line for you to understand. In spiritual world, in the side of that, dark is not a bad thing. Dark can also be a good thing. It can also bring in light, affection. It can also make an understanding and not fear. It can make a difference in speech and necessaries. But it's always the point of bring back to the art of spiritual connections. And it will. Dark and white, it doesn't matter, no matter what the situation is. The most important thing as a spiritualist, or any form of believing what you do, everything is about that sort of line. And that's why I love doing what I do. And this is the heart of entertainment, spiritual. Yeah. It's the feeling and meeting awesome people. And you get that in actual general rush.
Yep.
It's nice.
Steven, I know you were saying that you had a child. How many?
2 boys.
Nice.
2 boys, yeah. And do you have children?
I have 1 son.
Okay, cool.
I don't know anymore.
How about what's that movie, like One Is Enough or something like that?
Man, one and done. That's gonna be my next film. It's called One
I
and
think
Done.
we learn a lot from our kids too. I mean, it's not only biological achievement, but talk about spiritual. I mean, I think there's just so much to be learned from our children, from our parents. I mean, there's just so much out there in life.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Does Steven have a girlfriend? And if he doesn't, is he looking for someone right now?
Oh, how sweet. Is that from a girl or a guy?
No, that wasn't nobody. I just asked that. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
sorry. But no, serious question though.
Because
I'm not interested. I'm just saying
everybody's rights and stuff like that. So no, I do not currently have a girlfriend. I told Drew my wife passed away back in 2013. But no, nobody currently. I'm busy with my busy stuff. Thank you. I'm busy doing my busy.
Hey, I know we're about to end. I think we have like 9 minutes, but I do like to. I know Drew likes to do it, and I'm gonna capitalize on it. We both like to do it now. Is there an ending message or an ending thing that you would tell anyone? I'm big here lately. I don't know if you noticed. I've been doing a lot of outreach programs, talking to a lot of children. So I know you had 2 boys. I have my son. I'm trying to encourage them to become the next Spielbergs, the next Spike Lee, the next Michael Bay. Even though Michael Bay, but the next anybody. Do you have any like encouraging words or anything for the younger generation that possibly could watch this on, following their passions or something?
Well, probably in keeping with what we just talked about is sort of embrace change. Don't be afraid of change. And even with your children, embrace change because they're going to bring things up sometimes that you're not going to be happy with. And you have to love and accept them. For who and what they are. So embrace change in your work environment, in your family environment. I think it would be that. Yeah. I know you tried to stump me.
Always.
I
if I would stump you, I would be like, if I want to stump you, I'd be like elephants or giraffes.
Maybe I could answer that.
I need to know why too, though.
Well, I like actually both. I like the giraffe because it's a very gentle and kind creature, and I like elephants because I respect their memory and their familial and family ties. So it's both, but I've got something to say about both of them. When would you ever see me speechless, huh?
Never.
Thanks, guys. It's really a pleasure being on here. I had a good time.
It's an absolute.
Drew, you gonna ask that last question?
Did you get that question? Because I couldn't read that. That was a question from that one.
Oh, so the question. Okay, so this I know we had that much time, but let's do this one. And then I want you to shout out all where we can follow you and all this great stuff.
Oh, thank you.
But the last question is: have you ever had to go to counseling after doing a role for mental health?
Wow. No, not for that, but after my wife passed, yes. So I'm not adverse to that. But the role that I did that you showed that clip, that was very disconcerting to me because he did kill young women and sort of preyed on them. But I knew it wasn't real, but that did bother me for a little bit, especially when I got into it organically and I could feel how this killer might have thought. And I'm just saying it's just really evil that there's just so much, unfortunately, evil out there. And sometimes I even say that humans suck and dogs rule because humans can be cruel, but animals, no.
Yeah, dogs are looking.
Yeah, exactly. It's unconditional love, where our love is not always so unconditional.
Yeah. Well, Drew, where could everybody find you? How can we social media you or?
Sure. So, I mean, my website is really easy to find. It's www. and my name, Steven with a V, Ciceron. But more important to me would be the subscribers that I could see from my new friends across the pond would be just go onto YouTube and put in my full name there, Steven, Steven, and Ciceron, Ciceron. Then I think a little red button comes up that says subscribe and blasts you in the face. If you can accept that little blast, and that would be really cool for me. Thank you, my new friends.
I like that. I like what you said, actually. All right, so it looks like we're coming to an end now. So, Stephen, thank you for coming on, brother.
My pleasure.
I gotta do a quick update, but it's amazing and a great honor for you to come here. And again, amazing show, and thank you for giving the people the questions, answering them. I hope you can come again.
Thanks. It
And
was so much fun having the two hosts together. I mean, that is just was so cool. And you guys fed off each other nicely. And really, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Also, can you go to Roku and give us 5 stars and on IMDb? You know, you're on IMDb now on the.
I can do that, and nothing short of send me any link, and I would be more than happy to do that.
And we've also put you on our IMDb for the show. So
wow, thank you very much.
Get that 10 stars. We're going to grow you and the channel together. That's the goal.
Wow, very cool. Thanks, guys.
That's a goal. Steve, also, can I ask you a big favor? Can you leave a recommendation in the NTV's
Facebook
recommendation box on Facebook, please?
Sure.
Because that really helps us to know where we're at and what people sees and use your point of view. That'd be really cool.
And let's work, man. I got some ideas coming up for you to be in too. So we'll talk.
Thanks. It'd be my pleasure. I really enjoy it. I like that. Thanks, guys.
Okay. West Midland said thank you for coming on, Steven. People saying thank you for coming on. It's amazing again. Everyone is saying thank you to everyone. Thanks for coming on, and it's a pleasure having you.
Yeah, thank you to your audience, because it wouldn't be anything without the audience.
Facts.
The audience are amazing. They really are.
You sound like you got a good people, some really good questions. Really good questions. Thanks, guys.
They are really good, especially if you like having an ADHD moment. I have to message Jarrell because I noticed in one of my life. I'll admit this on my life because they all know me well. Like, I have to admit this. I said, Jarrell, I'm having an ADHD moment. Can you take over very quickly? Because I started starting off and I sounded something like, I sounded like I was a bit rude, but I wasn't. I just went into like a mid-stare type of thing. So that was me thinking over too quick. So once again, I apologize on that.
Hey,
but I'm gonna bring.
We love you, man.
Say again, bro.
We love you, man. We we support you. We got you.
Cheers, guys. It happens sometimes on live. It's a pain in the butt, but it is what it is.
Hey, but you're fighting through it, and you're a strong person for it. And if anybody has something to say, they can come see me about it. And I'm sure Steven can throw some trash can full of poop on them as well. So.
I think that's one of the things I'm gonna regret in my life.
Okay, Steve, I'm gonna put you in the back of the show. Are you okay with that?
Thanks. Yeah, I'm just gonna say 3 goodbyes. Ciao, Italian. Cheers, English, and au revoir, French.
Okay, thank you very much. See you later, Steve. That was amazing, Joel. He's an absolutely brilliant guy. He really is. It was fun. I absolutely enjoyed it. And you've done amazing. Again, the audience, absolutely amazing as well. To the audience, you've done it again. Once again, you've made the NTV proud. And it's all because of you, audience. It really is as well. And it's understanding you guys were here tonight to enjoy the chat, having a laugh with Steve, having a laugh with Jarrell and myself. And even I glipped up. I had you guys, all of you covered up and worked us together one. So credit to all the audience as well. Straight out there, because we love you guys. So I'm going to give you a big heart out there, guys. Every one of you. Even Jarrell's joining in. Yeah, bro.
Heart is weird. There.
Is there anything coming up with you as well, Jarrell, before we end the night?
As of now, sleep. No, we have a few more shows coming up, so hopefully I'm trying to get in those shows. I'm filming Luke Cage on the 19th of this month, and I'm gonna find out the schedule, but that's be coming out soon. That'll be a fan film about Marvel Luke Cage, so fun time.
Don't forget 23rd. You want to mention that one? Because that one you did get yourself. Come on, bro.
With Nico. He's been in so many cool films. I mean, even all the way back from that one film with Julia Roberts. I can't think of it. My Best Friend's Wedding. That's it. I mean, the dude he's an icon. He's been around since forever, and he's been acting his career. He's a producer. He's won stage. He got so many awards that I can't even name them all. I wouldn't even try. So that's going to be a live show.
1957, something like that. 1975. Yeah. 1975. Yeah.
Acting forever. And he's also in God of War. We're happy to have him in that. So he's dope. And please watch it. It's going to be me and Drew, of course. And he's fun people. And he's from Greece.
Do you think he's going to cope with me and you? Because look at tonight.
I know, right? That was great.
It was amazing, bro.
He's gonna flip his wig.
I enjoyed myself. Amazing connection to everyone. It was brilliant. What's going on, Stephen Lewis King? How you doing, bro? I'll be dark soon. We'll be dark. Soon. Okay.
Terminator.
30 days in dark. Of dark. Okay, now I understand you. Bro, if I can cope with you, anyone can. Everyone cope with me. So, guys, a big update with DNTV. DNTV is massively jumping massively well because of you guys, Joel, and everyone else is going to be in places. We have got an IMB now because of Joel as well, sorted that out for us. And he's still learning me new skills, okay? I'm like, he's like Obi Kenobi or one of the Master of the Jedis. So, straight up, bro, actually, we could do a pre-sequel. Yeah. Well, behave now, Drew. So, I'm coming up with ideas constantly, bro. I really have come up with some
good, man.
ideas. It's working. So, one of my new movies getting made. We're not going to explain much, but I will say it a little bit. It's called Santa Spy, but that's it. That's all I can really say. I'm not going to say the full actual name until the day we say, because we got to do it. We're under, is it DM? We'll be under DM. Well, yeah. It'd be signature off.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean. So, out of all that, guys, keep an eye out. Our magazine is being created. We've got some new things happening at the moment for the shows. And also make sure you look at our merch shop. And, Joel, do you want to get your stuff on the merch shop as well? You want to do that,
man? I got some clothes that I need to re-release. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, then I'll send you the information on the website and all that, and you can,
that'll be
sick.
Go
from there. If we get stuck into the block hotel, time will stitch until we make it out. Okay. So make sure, guys, you follow through, and guys, keep watching the shows, because in the next week, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this.
Up.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And if Joel can make it, it'd be amazing if he can. But if he can't, you understand, he's a busy guy because he is making films. But yeah, guys, it's going to be a new venture going on, and I want you guys to be there with us all the way through the journey. What an amazing show tonight. Thank you again. Joel, thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me. And all the people watching, don't let any mental disability, anybody that's telling you not to do what you can do, don't let anything get in your way to stop you from becoming great. You are your own biggest challenge. So avoid that challenge and become great. And that's what I have to say.
That's my bro. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Entertainment DNTV with me and Jarrell, co-host and host of DNTV, Entertainment DNTV channel. What a wicked night. We had Steve on here. SC, that's his nickname, bruh. He's gone. He's gonna have me later on. But make sure every single little tangent you follow through with us tonight and have some fun. Get the word out there. Tell people the Entertainment DNTV is coming to your TV and to your channels. Don't forget to leave us a recommendation in the comments. And please make sure you follow our pages, subscribe, like, and tell people stories. I am done for the night, bro. I'm finished. I'm going to end this show. So I'm going to end it with the God of War theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. All right. See you guys later. Have a good night. Welcome. Thank you for leaving. Like and share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTubes. And check out our IMBs as well. Thank you very much.
Yes. Another epic battle between two teams of mighty warriors. Another tale of everything being put on the line, much like Ragnarok. But what happens behind the scenes? Are these tales really what they are made out to be? Was it really a battle for the ages? Or just another hoax to gain attention, glory, and money? The gods will never allow us to know. Until now. In 2023, all will be revealed at the dinner with the God of War. Gods are not gods without anyone to worship them. Dinner with the God of War, a fan